Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Welcome to your live broadcast today. My name is Glenn Daniels. I am the COO of Touchstone Publishers. I want to thank you very much for stopping by today and listening to us. We want to share a message um, that might help you in your communication style, your communication skills. But first, I want to add a new feature we're going to start today. It's called our question of the day. Now, I'm going to try to remember to ask you a powerful question that might help shape your day. So here's your question of today for you to think about. And that simply is, how is your passion project going? How is your passion project going? Are you making the progress that you expected? Are you making way more progress than what you expected? How is your passion project going? I'm going to extend upon that. Today is Friday, so you got the weekend. How is your passion project going? And what are you going to do this weekend to make that happen? I'm going to suggest, if possible, rest. Okay. I want to talk to you today about someone who just recently made his transition, Larry King. Born back in November 1933, he died on January 23rd, 2021. His death taught me a few things. So I decided to look at his career and decide how he became so successful. Here's in part how successful he was. He was nominated for 8 News and Documentary Emmy Awards. He earned the Lifetime Achievement Award in September of 2011. Okay. This is despite a few issues that he had. Okay, he had numerous heart issues. I think he had a quadruple bypass surgery. He had 8 failed marriages, some issues. I point these issues out not to make you feel bad about him or him to look bad. You have issues too. Skills and techniques can drive you past those issues and get you going there. Above all, Larry King had interview skills that were unmatched. When he interviewed people, he made them great. He did a few things that caused them to feel comfortable and relaxed. It wasn't so much his words that he chose to use, the question that he asked. It wasn't, no, how's your passion project going type of question. It wasn't that. It was his non-verbal skills that made the difference. His non-verbal skills. You have to look at those all the way about, not the questions, not the word. Remember a couple of days ago, we talked about that 7, 38, and 55% and discuss how untrue that is. But that 55% of the nonverbal skills, how you use your body, that related some information to the people that he was working with to make them feel like they could trust him and open up to him during the interview process. His body posture. That's the key. That's the secret. He had a very powerful body posture. Standing and sitting tall, but never too rigid. Standing and sitting tall, but never too rigid. But I'll tell you what the secret was. Now, here's a secret that we all can apply. Okay, simply this. His most powerful nonverbal signal was to lean forward. If you ever watch him on his shows and they give the angle where you see that he's leaning forward while he's working and speaking with the people. Okay. This created a nonverbal communication of trust because they felt like he really cared about what they had to say. Okay. So by them feeling like he cared, they cared for him. They trusted him enough to kind of open up so he could get some better questions, better feeling answers from people. As a leader, I'm going to challenge you to do this next time you have a difficult conversation. Don't just sit all the way back with your arms folded. Lean into the conversation. Lean into them. The more difficult that conversation is, the more powerful your technique of leaning into that person can be. Lean into that conversation. The more powerful it can be. Try that sometime. Just difficult conversation. Hey, you're not making your numbers. Can you kind of tell me what that means? Tell me what's going on. How can I support you better? Lean into the conversation. I think it easily shows that you care and it puts the other person at ease. Shows that you care and puts the other person at ease. Lean into the conversation. One thing, though, I want to share with you that I believe is part of his power, part of his nonverbal skills, and part were developed from his attitude. His attitude. Okay, he had an attitude that says, hey, I want to get to the bottom of this. I want you to trust me. I trust you. Let's get to the bottom of this. Let me ask you a few questions. What's your attitude right now? What is your attitude when you sit down with a poor performing employee or a great employee? What is your attitude? You adjust that attitude, think about that attitude, fix that attitude, and your nonverbal skills, your nonverbal communication will change. You'll start doing things that make a difference. What is your attitude? Okay, what is your attitude? Kind of a short one this morning. Thank you very much for hanging out with me. Again, my name is Glenn Daniels. I'm the COO of Touchstone Publishers. Hey, if you'd like to talk for 10 minutes, go to scheduleglenn.com. That's scheduleglenn.com. Let's talk for 10, 15 minutes. Okay? Scheduleglenn.com. Everyone, have a great, absolutely fantastic, fantabulous day.